Hello friends, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome back to Linux training series classes. Please do visit me on my website suresharao.com, and also you can visit my YouTube account. Type Suresha space TN. So I have few videos over there, and you can also request new videos by sending me a mail to my mail ID mailme@suresharao.com. I will create the new videos and I will send it to you the videos. Thank you. Let's start our training. We have installed VirtualBox and also we have downloaded the VirtualBox VDI files of CentOS, and we have learnt how to configure the CentOS in VirtualBox and how to install. Okay, let us log on to our CentOS 6.3 version with the username password which is provided. So since this is my first logon, very first time I am logging into this window, I think it's taking little more time. Just only we have installed VirtualBox, Linux and all other applications, right? Yep. So now here right click on the desktop area and select open in terminal to access for the shell either, or you can also click on this applications, go to system tools and click on the terminal. So this will open the terminal or shell, what you call as shell. So today let's learn few basic commands of Linux shell, how Red Hat Linux basic shell commands will work. So basically we use touch is to create a new file. See, just now we have created a new file called touch. How to see whether the new file has been created or not? So you can use dir. Dir is a command which will show you the, see, we have created a new file called a.txt. Also you can use another command called ls. Ls is for list. It will list all the directories. Okay, see, all the files will show in the black color and directories are showing somewhat in the blue color. Okay, and next we have commands. We have used commands like ls is a command. That command can also be used with some options. So ls is the command, you can use that with some option like -l for long list. So that will display the file attributes or the folder attributes with little more details. So this is the file access and the user who has that file has been created with, and that is the group whom to the user has belonged to, and the date and other informations as well. Okay, and the time when it has been created, and this is the date and time when it has created, and this is the date and time when that folder has been created. And ls can be used with a is for all. See, when I type ls, you can use clear to clear the screen. When I type ls, it is displaying 1 2 3 4 5 6 10 11 12 items. So same thing when I type ls-a, see, now it is displaying little more items. So that means to say any file which is starting with a dot is called as a hidden file. So you know, right, in Windows you go to view and you select show all hidden files and folder option somewhat. Okay, so the same thing. So ls-a will display all the hidden files. ls-i will display inode value of that particular file or folder where it resides. Inode value is not exactly, but you can consider that as the physical address of the hard drive, on which particular hard drive address this file located. Okay, and next even you can combine the commands a l I, a for all, l for long list, and I for inode value. Okay, ls dash ali, so you can combine all these options together. Okay, next we have another command called echo hi. See, what it does is it will display that information on the screen. It will display that particular information on the screen. So if I do not want to display this on the screen, instead of displaying this information on the screen, what I want to do is I want to add this entry into a text file. So what I can do is I can use greater than symbol, create a file called a.txt. So now there is a file called a.txt. Let me show you. Go to home directory, go to CentOS homes. See, there is one file called a.txt. See, this is the first line. So this is what we have done. Okay, now let me add another line. Hi, this is second line. Okay, hi, this is second line. If I add this line, what happens? See, automatically the very first line has been erased and it has input only the second line. So that means to say that information is not appended. If I want this information to be appended with the old data, then what I can do is you can use two greater symbol here. So two greater symbol whenever we use, that will not append, that will not erase the old data. Instead of that, that will append the data to the next line. Okay, so how to display the file? Like right now we have a.txt file. How to read that file? You can use cat a.txt. See, it is displaying the content of that a.txt file. Next we have copy, cp for copy. I want to copy a.txt file as xyz.txt. See, now when I hit ls, you have a.txt as well as you have xyz.txt. Let's see the content of xyz.txt. Sorry, xyz.txt. What is there? See, it's the same file. How to remove that file? You can use rm. Rm is to remove xyz.txt. See, now if you hit enter, you cannot find that xyz.txt here. Next is mv is to move. It is just like cut paste. So a.txt, I want to move it as xyz.txt. So now what happens is automatically that will delete a.txt file. See, there is no a.txt now, and automatically it will create a new file called xyz.txt. Okay, this is how move works. Let me create a directory. How to create a directory now? It is mkdir abcd. I think already I have created. Okay, see, already I have created a directory abcd here. How to delete that directory? You can use rm abcd, right? We have learnt about rm is nothing but to remove. See, when I hit rm with abcd, I am getting an error saying that this particular directory or file could not be deleted because it's a directory. So because since it's a directory, it may contain some other subdirectories inside it, or it may contain some other files inside it. So what I can do is rm I can use with some options, or recursively, forcibly. So do not ask me confirmation, do you want to delete? Yes, no, that options. So just delete. What happens now if I type abcd? See, now that abcd directory has been deleted. How to create it back? mkdir abcd. See, now it has been created abcds directory has been created. To clear the screen you can use clear either, or also you can use Control L. Okay, and TTY means that will display the terminal information, on which terminal currently you are logged in with. Currently I am logged in on this particular terminal. Then we have which command, which is nothing but you can search for a command where that command resides. So that means to say, we have so many directories and so many applications which are installed in Linux. ls is a command, where is that command resides. Okay, so that command resides here under /bin/ls. so that will give you the path of that particular command where it resides. And next, su for switch user. See, su, there is another user in this computer called Krishna. If I type su Krishna, it will ask for the password, and now I am logged in as Krishna. See, who am I? You can type who am I. So who am I is a command that will display who is logged in currently. Okay, now if I type su CentOS, it will ask for CentOS password. Now if I hit who am I, see now who is logged in, CentOS is logged in. If I use su without any username, if I do not provide any other username with su, automatically that will be considered as a root account. It will try to switch it as a root account, and now I have to type root account password. It is done. See, now I logged in as root user. Okay, and next there is another command called stat. What is this stat? Stat a.txt. If you type, oh, we are deleted, right? xyz.txt. If you type, it will display the statistics of that file. So what is the size of that file, how many blocks does it contain, what is the user ID and group ID, who has created that file, and when that file was accessed, and when that file was modified, and when that file was changed. Okay, and there is another command called history that will display the history, previously used commands. I have used so many commands till now. Okay, so that will display all previously typed commands. Like say for example, history. In that history I have used one command called who am I. Now again I want to type this command. So what you can do is note down the number. Who am I is there in line number 152. So what you can do is you can just put one exclamatory mark here. You can just type one exclamatory mark, then type the number 152. Then automatically shell will type that command. See, it is automatically type the command who am I, and that particular command has been executed. So that is the output. And next we have date. This will display the current date and time both. Next we have something called as pipes. Very important one is pipes. So this symbol is what we call as pipes. Pipes are nothing but output of one command. Command 1 can be given as input of subsequent next command. Input of next command. So that means to say I am using two commands. Like say for example, I have command A and command B. So command A will generate some results, and instead of displaying that result on the screen, I want to send that output as input of next command. I'll tell you how it works. And there is another command. So to know about this pipe, let's try sequence. Okay, let's create a we have created a file, right? So let's open that file with an edit. Okay, gedit is an editor through which we can open the file. Where is that file? xyz.txt. Now what I will do is, hi, this is first line, hi, this is second line. I have some information. I am typing some information into it, and let's save this file. Okay, let's save this file. Close this. Okay, so as you know, cat xyz, what it does is it will display the contents on the screen. So this is command number 1. Now I have another command with me, sort. What is this sort? Sort will sort the contents of the file in ascending order. See, actually here 5 is here, the last line was 5, but here it is different. Automatically that will sort in ascending order. Now cat xyz is my very first command that I want to pipe. That means to say I want to send it as input for the very next command called sort. Okay, xyz.txt. okay, so xyz is a file. I want to display that contents of the file. Instead of displaying that contents on the screen, I want to send that as input for next command as sort. See, it is displaying the output. Actually cat has to display the output, right? It is displaying the output, but it is not displaying output of this. If it displays output of xyz, this has to display in the first line, right? Because this is there in the starting of the file, but it is displaying the output of the second command. So this output has been sent as input of sort, and again that output it is displaying here. Okay, and next we have something called as nano. Nano is also an editor. I don't think so nano is installed on my system. Yeah, I have not installed nano, just like the way you use gedit, right? So nano is also an editor. Next we have wc. Wc is word count. See, whenever you type wc, it is displaying number of lines, characters and words it contains. So wc minus l xyz, that will display number of lines. Wc dash words, w for words, that will display how many words does it contain, like this. So in any point of time, if you have doubt with any command, what you can do is you can use online manual pages. Just hit type manual and type the command, like say for example w. Whenever I type man with wc, see, you will get all the details. So wc minus c is bytes, wc minus m is characters, wc minus l is lines, right? We have used lines, right, just now. And w is words, like that. It will display all the details. It will display more details. Then to come out from this window, you can hit q, just q key on your keyboard. Okay, and next we have command chaining. What is command chaining? Like cat xyz will display something. Next you can put one semicolon here, then you can type next command. So what happens is, first it will display, sorry, cat xyz.txt. You can hit one semicolon and you can type another command. So what it does is, it will execute the very first command. After this command executed, with a blank space, it will execute the next command, second command. So this is what we call it as command chaining. Okay, and we have another command called sequence. What is this sequence? Sequence of 10 means that will sequence of 10 numbers, 1 to 10 numbers will be displayed on the screen. So now what I will do is, sequence of 10, I would like to append this with xyz.txt. So now this data has appended with xyz.txt. And we have more and less. So what is this more and less is, see, when you hit cat, let's say sequence of 50 to xyz, okay, so xyz file looks like this. See, there are some other information which is there on the screen which is hidden, right? See this, you have to scroll up the screen or you have to scroll down the screen to see that information. So what you can do is you can use more either, or you can use less option to see the option less xyz.txt. See what happens is it will display this output only this much to fit into your screen, and next you can hit space bar, it will display the next contents, next page. Means to say more and less will display page wise, and that page will fit onto your screen. Hit spacebar, hit spacebar. At end you can hit Q to come out of that. So these are the basic commands, shell commands of any Unix Linux flavor. These commands can also be executed with Ubuntu, with SUSE, or with any flavor of Linux. Thank you for watching the video, friends. Have a great day.